This model in TT gauge belongs to the 56 series of the Deutsche Reichsbahn and has the special number 56 27 19. This makes it a Prussian G82. The model was built by the Berlin TT Bahn company in the 1980s in the former GDR. All 4 wheel sets are driven and the total length over the buffers is 147.5 millimeters. The original of this model was the steam locomotive of the series 5620 to 5629 of the Deutsche Reichsbahn, or its origin, the Prussian G82. These were built between 1919 and 1928. A total of 850 locos were built for the Prussian State Railways and the German Reichsbahn, and a further 150 locomotives were ordered by the Turkish and Romanian railways. With a length over the buffers of 16,995 millimeters, so basically 17 meters, and a service weight of 83.5 tons, they reached maximum speeds of 65 kilometers per hour. And depending on the tender, they had between 16.5 and 21.5 cubic meters of water available. The class G82 locomotives were therefore mainly used in heavy freight service on main lines. After increasing the maximum speed to 75 kilometers per hour, they could also be used in passenger transport. Strictly speaking, the class G82 was a special version of the G83, only in a 2-cylinder design. This made it easier to maintain compared to the G83, but the Deutsche Reichsbahn finally gave these Prussian locomotives the new number 56. Some of them had special features or were even rebuilt, such as 4 locomotives which were converted by the German company IG to burn pulverized coal in 1930. It is interesting to note that the 62 steam locomotives that were sold to Turkey came from a Swedish manufacturer. They were slightly larger compared to the locomotives of the same series running in Germany. From the 850 locomotives that were indeed running in Germany, about 650 survived the Second World War. The great majority of these were in the western zones of occupation. Hence, the Deutsche Bundesbahn got 532 locomotives of this series, which were, however, retired relatively quickly, the last one already in 1965. There were mainly 2 reasons for this. Firstly, the maximum speed was too low for traffic on main routes. On the other hand, the axle load was too high for secondary routes. In contrast, in the GDR there were only 60 machines that were in use a little longer, namely until 1970. Another 52 locos ended up in Poland after the end of the war. They were also retired in the early 1970s. However, the last of the 62 Turkish locos were not retired until 1990. Several were even after that preserved as monument locomotives. Unfortunately, not a single locomotive of this series has been preserved in Germany until today. But at least the loco with the number 562795 still exists. It's in the Railway Museum in Warsaw, in Poland.